Good afternoon. Just waiting for a few more people to take their seats and then we can begin. I'd like to welcome you all to this afternoon's Rising Stars reception. Just a brief introduction. Each year up to 100 sophomores are named Rising Stars. Rising Stars must have a cumulative GPA of at least 3.5 and have completed at least 29 hours of college coursework while at EIU. This year's 100 honorees have earned a cumulative GPA of at least 3.74 and have completed at least 30 hours of coursework at EIU. So in advance of the actual presentation of the certificates, I'd like to congratulate all of you. This afternoon, it's my honor to welcome President Perry to open the Rising Stars reception. President Perry.
Thank you very much, John. It's my pleasure to be here to say congratulations to all of you for your achievement, for being recognized as a Rising Star. And I wanted to tell you why it's so important to have great students at a university. I'm teaching a class this semester. It's something I only get to do about once every 2 years. And that's the best time of any day is when I'm with the classroom in their teaching or I'm with a student working on problems or whatever. I teach mathematics. And so here's what happened last week. I gave an exam. And as I always like to do, I like to put a couple of questions at the end that are proof questions. I want to see who can do the proofs. And of course, I have an idea about what the perfect proof is. You know, it's just pretty clear to me what the proof is going to be. Well, I got surprised. 2 students did proofs just a totally different way, but absolutely mathematically correct. And that's just one of the best times to be a professor is when a student comes up with a different way of thinking about something or a different way of proving something. And you're the kinds of students who do that. And it doesn't matter whether you're an English major, history major, psychology major, mathematics, chemistry, or whatever. What we're looking for as professors is that spark of creativity and ingenuity that you bring to the table. Because the most exciting time for us as professors is when we're learning. And sometimes we're learning by doing our research. Sometimes we're doing it by learning by doing field trips. But sometimes we learn from you as an undergraduate. And I know Dr. Steinmeier is going to be talking about undergraduate research. That's certainly one area that it happens, but it also happens on exams. It happens in the classroom when a professor is asking for an opinion about something or about a historical event or a concept in psychology or a principle in chemistry. It doesn't matter, but when a student can come up with a different way of looking at things that causes us to then look at the world a little different way because of your impact, that's the greatest time to be a professor, especially at a university like Eastern where we believe in excellence and personal relationships. Because the greatest benefit we derive out of being a professor is that interaction with you. And hopefully the learning that takes place on your part, but the learning that takes place on our part. Because it seems to me that the important thing is as professors, that we don't go into the classroom thinking we're a teacher, although there's teaching going on, but we go into the classroom thinking about you as colleagues and learning. And what you've proved with your GPRs and the courses you've taken and your aspirations for your career is that you have the ability to do that. You have the ability to, if not be our equal, maybe in amount of knowledge you have so far, but at least show your creativity and be our equal in creative thinking. So I encourage you as you move forward in your academic career at Eastern to think of things this way when you take a class. And it doesn't matter whether it's a class in your major or whether it's a class in your minor or whether it's just a class that's an elective. Go into that class with the attitude that I'm the creative equal of anyone in this room and that my ideas are important. My ideas can add to the discussion because that's what academic freedom is about and that's how we move forward as a society with new ideas that are put forward. I was speaking with some of the students here earlier about the role of psychology and sociology and those disciplines in the coming years in our society as we deal with more and more change. As the students pointed out, and I didn't realize this, the population of the world is going to double in how many years did you say? What was it? Say 50 years? Something like that. Some very short period of time, a time that you're still going to be here, and so society's going to have to deal with that issue. And so your ability to be creative, your ability to bring your ideas to the table to help society deal with those issues, that's going to be very important. And this is your training ground. This is the time when you test those ideas. And I encourage you to put out those crazy ideas. Put out an idea that maybe seems so far out to you, but you know what? It may generate someone else to give an idea, and at the end of the day, we'll be able to move forward, not only as a university, but as a society. So thank you for all the work you've done so far. Any math majors out there? Okay, well, we're going to have to work on that. Anyway, congratulations. I'm glad I was able to be here for a few minutes to congratulate you and wish you all the best in your academic career at Eastern. Thank you very much.